Welcome to Metal Harbor! So, like I said for Weapons Bed, this is my favorite aesthetic in the game, and Metal Harbor is the main reason why. Honestly, if City Escape didn't exist, I would say Metal Harbor is this game's most iconic stage. Because, man, amazing looking stage, I love the look of this one. The song's fantastic, that's the way I like it, it's very good. Not that one, the other one. And speaking of iconic, time to pick up one of Sonic's most important moves, the Light Shoes. So, good news! You don't have to charge the Lightspeed Dash anymore. Definitely an improvement over Sonic Adventure 1. The bad news is it is a little finicky, and sometimes you're not quite in the right position to accurately trail the rings. And also, be wary about having an electric shield whenever you come across a Lightspeed Dash area. Because if you do, you might just absorb the rings and block yourself out, so that's fun. But anyway, yeah, fantastic stage. I will also say, in terms of story, very fitting that we get this, very exciting, upbeat stage. Though, we've only had, 2 stages and a boss since we've last played as Sonic. And I wouldn't call them stifling or anything, but Sonic has spent, the last half an hour of the hero's story in jail. So it's nice to just be able to run free like this. Also, we had to climb this rocket or we'll die. However, I elected to take the hard path. You pretty much need to Lightspeed Dash right here, or you're never gonna make it, and damn, last second, go me! You get more points if you go higher up on the rocket. If you're visiting this stage for the first time, I would just recommend taking that first spring I came across. That one is a lot safer. So I wanted to, have a very good run of this stage, but unfortunately, I'm very bad at the end bit here. This bit where we just fall on another piece of scrap metal, which saves Sonic once again, though... Sometimes when I look at that section, and the video quality is low, I think Sonic falls on a bass fish, and just rides that, but no, it's a bit of metal. It's another bit of scrap, and...
Just made it.
I guess I was supposed to get more rings, but I thought that was a good run. Oh well, whatever.
This is Rouge. I've got a small problem. I can't believe that I'm trapped inside this locked safe with a Chaos Emerald. I guess I won't be able to call myself a treasure hunter anymore.
Shoot, troublemaker.
Alright, and now it's time for another cool speed stage, White Jungle. By the way, don't press the control stick at the beginning here, just let the game do its thing. I know this from experience. Okay, so this one is a little more of an ominous stage, thanks to the song. Well, maybe not ominous is the right word, but, we'll say angsty. So yeah, Metal Harbor, very fun stage about escaping the military as they just blow up their own base, as they scramble to try to get away. But now we're in the jungle and we gotta go rescue Rouge. Don't know why we don't just Chaos Control, but whatever. I guess Shadow does want to run. Also, I said angsty and ominous, but to be honest, this song is actually pretty cool. I'm actually rather fond of this one. It's the first song with lyrics we've gotten in a while. It's kind of hard to notice the lyrics, but they're there. Not much to say about the stage. It looks fine, though I'm not as immediately in love with the aesthetic. But that's just because there's something really cool about Metal Harbor. I don't know, maybe it's just a good color combination, the fact that the water areas look pretty cool. But it's a pretty good one too. Oh my god! I'm glad I survived. So this stage, as you might have noticed, can be a little finicky when it comes to half-pipes. I think I did a pretty good job with them overall in this run, being flung into the air notwithstanding. Ooh, we've also got the introduction of the electrified beetles. You gotta be careful with those guys because, yeah, no, they'll just be floating there innocently enough, when suddenly, they'll just have an electric barrier. And of course, that's a huge problem if you're trying to homing attack them, because then you just get hit. Should feel that's fairly obvious. Oh yeah, and of course I should also point out the time limit. That's very important because, you know, you should be going fast through the stage considering, you know, it's a speed stage, but we do have a time limit. Oh, and we get Shadow's version of the Lightspeed Dash here as well, so Sonic and Shadow get their upgrades about the same point in the story. Also, yes, I actually managed to complete the rest of the stage in one go. I know, it's a fucking miracle. But yeah, no, I like the sense of urgency provided by the timer, but also the fact that, like, I might unironically describe this song as cool, but it is more about Shadow's, like, lingering trauma and or regrets, if you pay attention to the lyrics. So, like, he's not worried about the time limit. It states it right there in the song, too. He doesn't mind these walls or any obstacles, but he doesn't want to hear you. Who is you? You, the viewer. Shadow the Hedgehog cares not for you. Nah, but seriously, that's probably just about, his memories, or something like that.
Ultimate victory.
Supreme victory! Alright, so that's Shadow Stage.
Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough
I'll
to
make
be
you eat
my
those
fake.
words.
Even in the uncut version, I have to be quiet for the sound mixing there, and the line mixing. Alright, so the Sonic vs. Shadow fight is not really as cool as you might think it is, considering they're the main characters and rivals. They're on the box art, but,
I'm the coolest.
the battle just kinda works like this. You just sort of jump and eventually homing attack one another. You can kinda clash with your homing attack, so like, if you're about to be attacked, jump and attack as well. That way you won't take damage and you'll just bounce off your rival instead.
You can't get away this time. There's only one real Sonic.
Alright, so I'm gonna show Shadow long term, but I did show most of the fight because of Shadow's "Huh, I'm the coolest" line, which is so uncharacteristic of him. Even in this game, it's a little weird, but I've always loved that line. But it's fine. Shadow made one hell of a comeback and took Sonic out. Oh, Shadow, you're so much cooler with your hover shoes. Dang, soap shoes? I don't need those in my life. They're awful. Throw them in the trash.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up? Gotta get out of here. Find Amy and Tails right away.
Well, apparently we've got 8 minutes to do so. Boy, I'm glad the timer keeps varying, huh? Alright, so yeah, Shadow played it a little more cool in his stage, song-wise, but won't stop, just go, yeah, no, this song is cool as hell. This goes for a much different mood. As does the general aesthetic of the stage. Same general area, but Shadow's looked a little more wintry, if not dead. But, this one, you know, it's a jungle that's about to explode, but, you know, it's a bit more lush, it's a bit more vibrant, more lively than Shadow's version. But yeah, no, the song absolutely demands that you just rush this. You don't have much time left. This time, 8 minutes is definitely the time limit. No more extensions, we're done with those. But yeah, no, kind of the same deal as Shadow. It's a little bit finicky, just in terms of level geometry. But if you can get used to the weird half-pipes and whatnot, it's a very fun stage. Also, we got Ancient Light. I'm not really going to show off this that much, especially given the time limit, though. Perhaps if Shadow has his own version of this, I'll show his instead. But again, this is no time to be worrying about that. We've got 6.5 minutes left to get through the stage. And I'm going to try to actually do commentary and not just sit here and listen to the song, because, again, this song's so good, though. I don't really have much to say about it. To be fair, practicing this stage was a little bit trying at times, especially the beginning. I did try to do some cool light speed dashes towards the start that just did not pan out at all. Because again, the light speed dash can be a little finicky in this game. You can use it at non-designated light dash areas, don't get me wrong. It just sometimes won't work. Now I have an electric shield, so I gotta be careful if we do find one of those designated light dash zones. Cause this could kill me. I sure do love it when power-ups can actually be harmful. That's good. Anyway, though, yeah, let's see. I think we might almost be at the end, right? Let's all got a little more. You probably will not need the full time limits. I will clear this with plenty of time, but it is a little bit longer. Okay, here we go. I think we are at the part where things fall down. Yes, things are falling down, so the goal ring is in sight, but if you're not fast enough, you're gonna fall into the abyss. But I caught a pretty immediate spring, so that section was not a problem. Now surely this isn't a C, right, game? I mean, it's not an A, but God, what do they expect from you from Metal Harbor? I love that stage, but man, it is a taskmaster.
Chaos Control!